As I think back to my first year at the Calhoun High School as principal, I remember hitting a tough stretch. A group of community members were not happy with me. Teachers weren't pleased with me. It was normal principal issues, but there were a lot of issues hitting me all at once. I checked my mailbox one day at work, and there was a note that stated, "Watch this." And the title of what they wanted me to watch was "How to Fix a Broken School, Lead Fearlessly, Love Hard." And it was a TED Talk presentation by Principal Linda Clyde Wayman. I had to have watched that video literally 50 times. It was just that powerful. Linda mentioned several phrases that she used, but one stuck out to me. So what, now what? Which simply means, so what, this has happened. Now what are you going to do about it? When I received this anonymous note, we were nearing the Christmas break. During Christmas break, when no one was at the school, I printed a ton of copies of this phrase, "So what, now what," on yellow construction paper, and I posted them all over the school. I posted them on the teachers' doors, the office doors, in the gym, in the band room, in JROTC, in the lunchroom, in the halls, all over the school. When the teachers came back from break, they actually thought somebody had broken into the school, some students rather, and had played some kind of practical joke on them, and they didn't understand or understood what it meant until faculty meeting that evening. At the very next faculty meeting, I laid everything on the table and explained that I understand that we have been identified as a failing school. Our test scores are at the bottom. Our reading and math scores are poor. We work in a very impoverished community. We lack parental support, and some of our students simply do not care about education. But to each of these variables, I say, so what, now what? So what, our scores are low? What are we going to do about it? So what, parental involvement is low? What are we going to do about it? So what, all these things have happened? But now, what are we going to do about it? I've been blessed with a staff of dedicated teachers that teach all day long, but often teachers teach the curriculum and not to students. It has to be relevant to the students. They have to understand why what is being taught is so important. And to make a long story short, teaching strategies changed very little, but the tone and conversation of the teachers changed immensely at my school as they began motivating, having real conversations, and truly believing in our students. So as you can see, you have to discipline your mind and focus. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has these videos in which he is working out and he may be laughing in the gym, and all of a sudden he will yell, "Focus." And he is right back serious all of a sudden, and he goes right back to lifting weights. We can begin to slide to the left, but we must focus and get back focusing on our goals. The problem with many adults is that they stop being Toys R Us kids. Children have beliefs and imagination unsurpassed and never think they can't until an adult drills into their head that they can't. As a child, all you do is dream. But you are taught as an adult that dreaming is for fools, and we no longer dream. We accept things for the way that they are and believe it is supposed to be that way. To every problem that has entered your life, I say, so what? So what you lost your job? So what you live in public housing? So what you're an alcoholic? So what your parents are dead? So what your child has lost their mind? So what you don't earn enough money? So what your husband or wife is acting a fool? So what? So what? So what? Now what are you going to do about it? Are you going to cry about the job you lost or go get a new one or start your own business? Are you going to be satisfied with public housing or make the changes needed to deliver you from that situation? Are you going to drink yourself to death or find reasons to live? Will you mourn the death of your loved ones forever or let happy memories of them live within you, motivating you to do great things? Will you be content with your wages because it's more than most make? Or will you make yourself more valuable, demonstrating your worth? Will you continue to blame your spouse for everything? Or will you be the change that you want to see in them? The so what are all around us and will happen until you leave this earth. And the now what decisions will be made whether you make them or not. As Les Brown stated, choosing not to make a decision is in itself a decision. When you are faced with so whats, you must make a decision on your now whats. If your now what decision is hard, it is probably the right decision. And if your now what decision is easy, you're probably taking the easy way out and making the wrong decision. As my brother and fellow speaker says, Britton Harvest, if it's hard, do it hard. And as Les Brown says, if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. Think about the so what's in your life. Now, what are you going to do about them? How have you handled the so what's in the past? Did it work for you? Did you get the results you were looking for? If not, think about your present, now what decisions, and how you can change those to get the outcomes you want. Remember, there are no mistakes. Everything happens by design, but you need to have written out what your goal is and a design to get there. This is Nick Townsend. Hashtag so what now what. Hashtag RAK Motivation. Hashtag your favorite speaker's favorite speaker. Signing off.